I moved out of my house when I was 19 years old, and I have been traveling the world for the last 6 years, and throughout that time, I have never been homesick. In this video, I'm going to explain my strategy, how I have always avoided homesickness. Hello, my name is Tristan, the Yonderpreneur. I help you learn to become a sovereign individual. What does that mean? I help you learn to live a financially and geographically free life. Homesickness is something that happens to lots of people while they're traveling. That feeling of missing the comforting feelings of where you were from when you're abroad in some other country. I know what people are talking about when they say, oh, I'm feeling homesick, but it hasn't really been something that has affected me that much. And perhaps that might be because I have a bit of a strategy that I'm going to explain to you on how I avoid these feelings. So step number 1 is enjoy where you go. If you travel to a place that you don't really want to be going to, for some reason you're going regardless, maybe it's for work, you're going to feel homesick. But if you travel to somewhere that, is really nice, somewhere that you've always wanted to go, you're not going to have these feelings of homesickness. So let's say, for example, you're moving to the Yukon Territory in Canada up in the north where it's -40 sometimes, and you're going to do some mining. You're going to probably feel a little bit homesick after a little while because not that enjoyable to be there unless you really like that kind of thing. However, if you are going to Valencia, Spain, where the weather is comfortable and the beach is there, food is great, and you're in Spain, you're probably not going to feel very homesick. For example, from the most part of my life, I've been traveling to destinations that I actually really want to go to, or destinations that are at least in my mind, better than where I'm from. Where I'm from is Vancouver, Canada. It is also called Raincouver, and it comes with a whole host of other things that aren't desirable, but rain is the main one. My second strategy is to be busy. Do things. Do not do nothing. More time you sit idle gives you more time to think about things, gives you more time to think about your memories and what you would be doing at home, or think about what your friends and family might be doing at home. So you want to be busy. This is why I think people who are on long vacations, for example, get more homesickness often than people who are perhaps working abroad. Because if you're working or going to school abroad, you're more likely to be really busy. Whereas if you are vacationing for a long period of time, you kind of sit there and, don't do much. When I talk to people who have gone back from vacationing in Mexico, for example, for maybe a month or two, one of the things that they always say is, it was really nice to be there, but, it's good to be home. And I wonder if, well, what were you doing down there? Were you probably just sitting on the beach, maybe drinking, eating delicious food? But when you do that over and over and over, you don't really have any purpose. What are you doing? So I wonder if these people who actually went and, per se, lived in Mexico rather than just vacationed there, would they be saying, oh, it's good to be home? It's up for debate, but that's just a theory that I have. The third strategy that I use to not get homesickness is to separate home from family and friends. I miss my family and friends dearly. I truly do. I always think about them, and that's something that's always going to be something you're going to miss when you're traveling abroad. It is what it is. However, I don't miss home very often, meaning I don't miss Vancouver. There's not a lot of things there that I'm like, dang, I really miss this right now, which I'm not getting in the place that I'm currently at. The place that I'm currently at is usually better in most ways, if not always, than the place that I consider home. My fourth tip is stay connected to family and friends virtually. In the age of technology that we're in now, I can pick up my phone and I can get my dad on the line, or my aunt or my grandma on the line within, a minute. And I can see their face, I can hear their voice. Technology is really beautiful. I was quite the gamer growing up. Not so much anymore. I haven't played games in quite a few years now, since I've been abroad. But what I'm saying is most of my friends were virtual. Like, yes, we did live fairly close to each other physically, but more time was always spent virtually. So it's not too different for me to being on the other side of the world, besides time zones, than what it would be for me normally in Vancouver, because my friends, you just pick up the phone and your group chat is there. Or if I really feel like connecting with them, I could just download some games on my laptop and I could, be like them just like it was, be with them like it was at home. My fifth strategy is to make plans to see people, family and friends, in the future in person. As an adult, gaming just doesn't hit the same as seeing someone physically anymore. And now I have lots of friends around the world who aren't gamers. So if I want to see those people, I have to make plans to do that in person. Now, people always say, oh, we should always get together and we should. No. When you make plans with friends and family to see each other in person, you want to actually okay, I'm buying a ticket or I'm buying the hotel room right now. That means it's like a rock solid plan that you have in the future. Even if it's 6 or 8 months out, you still have a solid plan to be looking forward to. My sixth and final strategy for avoiding homesickness is loving yourself. What the heck does that mean? Well, the only person in your life who's guaranteed to be in your life throughout your whole life is yourself. So wouldn't it be the best thing if your best friend was, you? You should be your own best friend. I think it's a great idea to learn to enjoy just being with yourself. Go to that movie alone. Go to that restaurant alone. These are all things that you can do. You don't need, groups of people to do them. And I know a lot of people will say, oh, I'm learning to find myself. I'm going to do this trip and I'm going to go find myself. And to that, I kind of was like, there's some truth to that, but yes and no. When you do a trip to go and find yourself, you don't really find yourself, but you learn more about yourself. You learn what are the things that are important to me in my life. What are the things that I want to do? Where are my goals? Where am I headed? So I do think it's a good idea to separate yourself from your routine for an extended period of time, just to kind of figure out what direction you want to take things in your life. I've come and gone out of Canada so many times now. When I eventually do go and visit Canada again, because my friends and family are there, they just kind of accept me for me. It's just what I do. I show up and then I go. It's not really an extravagant thing anymore. It is what it is. Of course, every person is going to be different. Some people might be more susceptible to homesickness than others. If you grew up in a really, small town and with close-knit family and friends, and you talk to your neighbors every day and the sun is always shining, of course, you're going to have more of this feeling of homesickness when you're abroad and everybody is new. But I think these 6 tips will help anyone regardless of their background. They have done wonders for me in not feeling homesickness throughout the years. So tell me what you do to not feel homesick when you're traveling abroad. Is there something on here that I didn't mention that you do that has been working well? Put in the comments below. I'd love to read that. As for now, that is all for this video. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.